Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about virtual reality. Virtual reality is very important right now, especially for educations. Virtual reality is a joke or reality. Key terms for CMC, computer mediated community. Asynchronous communication, electronic mail system, thread discussion forum. Electronic pen pals, individual and comparative research project, electronic monitor, payroll problem solving, electronic field tips, group development of product, social action project, online chat, plain text chat, audio chat, ability to moderate, lead discussion through technological method, share whiteboard, multi-user dimensions and multi-user objective oriented. Living verbal environment, you can become anything you want. Time consuming to upkeep, text only, bandwidth and technology constraint. Virtual classroom, central system, central e-meeting, V-class, learning link. Okay. This is some of the very important aspects of virtual reality. Computer generated presentation of real and imaginary environment, experience as three dimensions via a number of sense, visual, oral, and tactical. Objective within this environment are independent of the user and can display real world behavior. The user or user have autonomous control, the freedom to navigate and interact with objective using a number of different views. Interact occurs in real times and the user experience feelings of presence and or emotion. Visual and multiple things that you cannot see in the real world. Take on different perspective, visualize 3D concept, interact in real life, explore dangerous situation, present statistic and abstract scenario, promote different learning style and technical methods. Education virtual reality and interactive project. What is VR? Emulating the real world, making an electronic world seems real, interactive, not statistic 3D image, not movie within the world, manipulating objective in the world. So, so why we discussing about virtual reality? Can you unmute? Devotee, can you mute yourself? Devotee, can you mute yourself? Okay, thank you, thank you. Devotee, you have to mute. Devotee, you have to mute. Okay, because there is an echo. Devotee, you have to mute.
Yes, please.
Okay, I request because otherwise there is echo. Okay. So what is VR? Evaluating the real world, making an electronic world seems real, interactive, not a statistic 3D image, not movie within the world, manipulating objective in the world. Flight simulator, desktop metaphors, point and click adventure games. Desktop VR, ordinary screen, mouse or keyboard control, pole mouse, tricking wheels, joysticks. Immersive, helmet, goggles, data golf, body suit, and trampolines. Headset, small TV screen for each eye, slightly different angle, 3D printed. Sit upon games, motorbike, sky, simple control. Go with virtual collar roster, aircraft cockpits, and ship breeze. These are some of the insight and information. Skin projects on wall, realistic environment, hydraulic ramps, real control, and other people. So when we discuss about applications always important because from the applications we can understand how we can take initiative. From the applications we can understand how we can move to the next level. Okay. So, command and control virtual tourism, practice medical procedure, treatment of phobias, see hidden real world feature, virtual wind tunnels, visualize complex informations, and it's fun. Engagement, feeling part of the virtual world, engagement, the scene slide, virtual realism, 3D effect, shadow, etc., sound, surround sound, subseat water, etc., touch, haptic and force feedback, and more wind burning rubber. Is the body, realistic device, movement in the environment, interactions and control of object, rapid feedback, collaborative virtual environment, virtual world, multiple participants, able to communicate, embodied. Pros and cons, greater elevators, anonymity, higher disability. Cons, no body language, limited communication, and sad. Virtual university, traditional distance learning, emails, IRC, QC, me, virtual world, virtual classroom. Augmented reality, video image on a screen, computer tools, video of work, room, or work in progress. This is virtual reality. This is an introductions and immersion VR. The user becomes fully immersed in an artificial three-dimensional world that is completely generated by a computer. The head-mounted display was the first devices providing its wiring with an immersion experience. HMD house two maintain display screens and an optical system that channels the image from the screen to the eyes, thereby presenting a stereo views of a virtual world. A motion tracker continuously measures the position and or orientations of the user head and allow the image generation computer to adjust the screen representations to the current views. As a result, the view can look around and walk through the surrounding virtual environment. A variety of input devices like data gloves, joysticks, handheld ones allow the user to navigate through a virtual environment and to interact with virtual objective. Directional sound, tactile, and the force feedback devices, voice recognitions, and other technologies are being employed to enrich the immersion experience and to create more sensualized interference. Characteristics of immersive VR. The unique characteristics of immersive virtual reality can be summarized as follows. Head reference views provide a natural interface for the navigations in three-dimensional space and allow the for look around, walk around, and flying capabilities in virtual environment. Stroke speaks viewing enhance the perceptions of the depth and the sense of space. The virtual world is presented in the full screen and related property to the human size. Realistic interaction with the virtual objective via data gloves and similar devices allowing for manipulations, operations, and control of virtual worlds. The convincing illusions of the being fully immersed in an artificial world can be enhanced by auditory, hat trick, and other non-visual technology. Networking applications allow for shared virtual environment. So these are the some of the technical issues. Many communities do have access in high-speed bandwidth, community access to the internet through liberal schools. Federal government will be provide an annex settles across within the next 5 years. Some schools setting up dial-up service for their community current distance education program. Student as a school language, visual and tactical, predominant learning styles, experience working electronically. Challenges, multiple stakeholders, community and elder practitioners, communication, language and translations, stakeholder and developers, technical issues of sharing files, information and working with materials. Grade 2 Inquietines Grammar Games. Inquietine is the primary language of interactions for elementary students. This interactive program support the grade 2 delivery system will be interact with website and standalone, working with curriculum developed and elder from Nunavut Department of Education. These are the different models we can follow for virtual reality, and virtual reality can help us to go for the future of education. In the futures, uh, maybe we follow many of our aspects of virtual reality, and virtual reality can help us to grow our sustainability in an effective way, especially for our education system. Okay, everyone with me? Okay. So we have our students Uriyangi, Sandy, are you there? Mr. Peace, Devotee, and Leonie. Okay, now I go for IELTS. Especially, I want to move with IELTS writing. I get one and two email. Especially, I can remember Mr. Peace send me email. So I request everyone, those who finish your work, especially on reading, writing, listening, and speaking, you can send email, and we can check because we need to see your credibility. And I request everyone, you can come to the cameras, and most important thing is that you can ask questions. So thank you, Tanzila, for your support, because Tanzila always supporting our team. Then I want to go for academic writing. For academic writing, format and task, strategies and example, further help, reference and question is important. Test format, writing modules last 60 minutes. Two tasks. Task 1, 20 minutes, 150 words. Task 2, 40 minutes, 250 words. Words are counted by the examiner, so do not write too many or too far words. Tips: learn how many words you usually write on the lines and how many lines, 150 to 250 words, so you do not waste time continuing word in the test. Answer must be written on the answer sheet, must be written in full. Notes are not acceptable as answer. Note may be made on the question paper but cannot be taken from the test room. Interpret a diagram or tables or present the information in your own words. Organize, present, and possible compare data. Money people spend on different form of entertainment. Describe stage of a procedure and process. Describe on to object or event or series of event. Explain how something works. Task test format and task. Task 2. Presenting with a point of views or argument or problem. Present and subject and opinion. Do you think trial by jury should be used in all criminal cost? Compare and contrast evidence, opinion, and implications. How effective is it to reward good words with extra money? Evaluate and challenge ideas, evidence, or an argument. Failure shows desire was not strong enough. To what extent do you agree? General point, you must respond appropriately in terms of registrations, format, and politeness. Organization clear and logical, style academic, no rhetorical questions, no exclamations, no extreme opinion. Use tentative expressions such as the appearance to be, content relevant and competent. Example task topic. Recommend material in civil, issue in English CD-room, Time newspapers, and the economics magazine. So if you follow different newspaper, this is also helpful for you. Consideration for task 1 includes task fulfillment, answering the question completely, coherence, firstly, secondly, finally, coherence, cohesion, this, it, he, hand, but, and synonyms, vocabulary, good range, appropriate, sentence structure, concise but not simplistic, correct use of relevant clause. You should spend about 20 minutes on the task. The graph below shows the different modes of transport used to travel to and the from work in one Europe city in 1950, 1970, and 1990. Identify the main trends for each model. Identify a large increase or decrease. Are there any clear and consistent directions? Does anything seem surprising? Are there any clear relationship between model or percentage? This is one of the analysis we can understand. Graph shows the percentage of travel in a European city who use bus, car, bike, foot to communicate to and from work the year 1950, 1970, 1990. The amount of people using car grew considerably. rising just over 5% in 1950, 25% in 1970, and 40% in 1990s. Okay, so from the student, Mr. Peace or any other student, can you analyze this graph? Mr. Peace, can you analyze this graph?
Uh, uh, the graph shows the percentage of travelers in Europa City who use the bus, car, and the bike, um, and foot to commute to and from in work the year 1950, 1970, 1990. Uh,
Okay,
this is
okay,
the comparison how the graphs increased according to the age where the people use the cars and the foot for walking. Yeah.
okay. Any other people want to give the explanation? Any other? Anyone? Anyone want to give the explanations? Devotee, you want to give explanation? Sandy or Uri Wangi? Anyone want to give explanation? Do you understand what I'm asking?
I think all of them they understand.
No, but I
Mm.
have to understand they
They can
understand.
they can leap if possible to unmute themselves.
Uruwangi, you want to give answer? Okay, Sandy, devotee.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Do you want to give the explanation?
yeah. As I see, this graph shows the percentage of travelers in European city who use the buses, car, bike, and foot from work to and fro from work in the year 1950, 1970, and 1990.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, okay. Like this is the assignment. Like I request everyone. Uh, can you prepare a writing task on this assignment? Can you prepare something right? Like you have to write something on this graph, and you can send me. Okay, you can send me. The graph below shows the different modes of transport used to travel and to use work in one European city in 1950, 1970, 1990. The graph shows the percentage of travelers in a European city who use bus, car, bike, food to communicate and to form work in the years 1950, 1990, and 70. The amount of people using car grew considerably, rising from just over 5% in 1950 to 25% 1970 and 40% in 1990. Possible answer for task 1, bikes. However, the amount of people using bike decreasing over 25% of community cycles in 1950, but this had fallen to less than 10% by 1990. Similarly, the amount of people who walk to work fell amount more than a third in 1950 to about 10% to 1990. The amount of the people using buses initially rose in 1970 to about 30%, but had dropped to about 17% in 1990s. The graph indicates the growing use of car for communicating and the corresponding fall in the popularity of other modes of transportation. Task 2. Quality of argument. Logic well considers idea and evidence, communicative quality, vocabulary, and sentence structure. Example: read the question carefully and read it several times. Decide what the focus of the task it is. The first sentence is something background information and focus on the easy, and the question comes first. For example, some business now say that no one can smoke cigarettes in any of their office. Some government have banned smoke in all public places. This is a good idea, but it takes away some of our freedom. Strategies. After you have produced your idea, you need to organize them. Do not produce a list of ideas without development. Decided on the key ideas. How many ideas can you cover in 1950 to 150 to 250 words? Select some supporting points for each key idea. Think about your own experience. Do not have any further. Respond to each point mentioned in the task. Your answer must be complete. Make sure you do not misunderstand the question. Write about something not required in the question. Answer only half of the topic. And you write about it is a good idea about and do not write about freedom. So do you understand about task 2? Anyone want to give answer about task 2? Mr. Peace, you want to give answer?
Um, okay, you can slide up so that I can see the on the slide.
Okay. 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 I just share with you.
Mm,
First thing first. This task 2, you have to go for argument. Let's say first we discuss about virtual reality. I give an argument: virtual reality is good for our society, or about our it's good for our classroom, or it's good for our academy. Okay, we are discussing in that way. So fact is that we have to go for the next level. So what is the next level? Next level is that you have to make a strategy. Is it good or bad? Let's say you decide it's good for education system. So then you have to go for a proper explanation, argument, argumentative analysis. This is task 2. Introductions. Limitations, or let's say they are discussing about cigarette. Limitation on smoking in business and public places are controversial topic. As although they may be a good idea, they may also interface with the people freedom. Non-smokers are likely to think that ban smoking is a good idea, but smokers naturally may not. Different culture may have a variety attitude to whether business or government have the right to ban smoke in certain place. Banning smoke in the business may not be a good idea because smoker may work better if they can smoke. However, passive smoke can cause objective from colleagues. Such ban may reduce freedom. Business are widely seen as having the right to reduce staff activities. Government may also be banned in public. This may be a good idea due to the cost of society of smoking, such as little or healthcare. However, smoking in public may also benefit. So anyone can create some analysis on smoking, what is bad for smoking or what is good for smoking.
Um, uh, the smoking is not good for our health.
Mhm.
According to the health, the smokes uh, can cause. It is one in which kills more people on this world because it causes cancer.
Mhm.
It can cause cancer or other disease in the lungs. Mm.
Mhm.
Um, it is not good for the people.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm. Okay.
that's
What I
my
can
view.
add, what I can
Okay.
add is that smoking is not good.
Mhm.
Someone who uses smoking, he or she always has have a chronic cough. Always he is coughing, or she is coughing.
Mhm.
Other is that it damage our respiration. You can't respirate well when you used to cough always. Means that coughing is not good. Smoking is not good.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. That's very good. Very good. So this is called compare and contrast. Okay. So how you compare, how you contrast, this is important. So this is these are the way that we can improve our analytical skills. We can improve compare and contrast. So this is the assignment I want to share with you. Maybe all of our students can take a topic. You can take about virtual reality, you can take about AI, you can talk about smokings, you can talk about climate change, you can talk about venture capitals, you can talk about economic things. You go for compare and contrast. You go for compare and contrast. Do you understand what I mean? So the you have to go for compare and contrast. So when you go for compare and contrast, you can understand this assignment very well. Number one, you have to go for analyzing a like figure, analyzing a diagrams, analyzing a specific topic. Number two, compare and contrast. Let's say today we discuss about smoking. Smoking is good or bad for health. How smoking actually create problem for us. So same thing. Today we discuss a topic about virtual reality. So you have to discuss how virtual reality will be helpful for us, how virtual reality can add value for us, or how it creates challenges for us. Diani, you want to add anything with your students?
Yeah, I just want to greet everyone and to appreciate how it seems the students are carefully, following the studies. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, okay, thank you. So, any of the student want to add anything for today's class? Okay, I request everyone finish reading, writing, listening, spoken. These four tests regularly. Finish reading, writing, listening, spoken. These four tests regularly. Okay, because this is the assignment. This will be very very helpful for you. Very very important for you. So I request everyone.
So I have a question.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Uh, you ask us to do as an assignment. Each one of us can choose one or take two. when the assignment will be submitted.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Because
So,
because
so
I see. Mm.
today, can you finish today?
No.
You have to. What I This is the things. If you want to
Mm.
achieve a good score, reading, writing, listening, spoken. These are the four tests. Every day you have to finish. So if you cannot finish, you cannot do goods in your exam. You
Okay.
have to finish it.
We will pick one of this assignment.
I request you. This is up to you.
Oh, yes.
If you regularly, example today, if you do not finish reading, writing, listening, spoken, four tests today, you
Mm.
cannot compete.
Okay.
That's why for reading, I will check. Reading,
Yes.
these two examinations you have to finish today. Tomorrow we will give another things. And I request everyone, it will be very helpful if you finish every day reading, writing, listening, spoken every day. Okay? Thank you,
Okay.
thank you, thank
Okay.
you, thank you, everyone. And
Thank,
I want to give thanks to Collated Lab for your support. And we believe we get more students every day. We can handle 9 students. So if 9 students join in the program, they can join, no problem. So 5 days we have class. So around 45 students they can join and they can attend in the class. Every day nine. Every day 9 students can join. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your time. Anything you want to share about Africa?
Yeah, I was just checking what about the others. I thought they were supposed to be 9 years planned, and it seems some of them due to maybe their work, it seems they are a bit busy. Due to that, today and yesterday we started at 4. It seems they staffed some of them, but I think we make sure to encourage them tomorrow to come on time to make sure that at 4 they must be in class. Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone
And I
for joining
appreciate the
today's session.
students. I appreciate how they are progressively when you compare to the first day, the first class. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much,
Take
Mr.
care.
President. Thanks for your contribution. Yeah,
Thank you,
we
thank
really
you. Take care.
appreciate. And good luck to
You.
students. Please make a smile to both sides for us and Mr. Sharif. Your
Thank
success
you.
will really it's a package to us. Yeah, keep it up.
Okay, take care, take care. Bye bye.
Bye.